historic day, and it's a momentous occasion because this is the first ever intercorporate championship that we have launched. Now, here's a very unique opportunity for all of you to showcase talent. It's in a very structured manner. We have a microsite and we have publicity for this, so you get to show the world the kind of football you play. There is also something very unique about this championship. It has a corporate agenda too. In a sense that, corporates, as we all know today, are in a very competitive world. And you have to do your very best to grab that market share, which is so precious. And this tournament gives you the opportunity to showcase intent, showcase your talent, because the kind of football you play on the field is also the kind of excellence you bring in the workplace, isn't it? Very often I'm told by corporates that we don't get the opportunity to play in tournaments because we are not allowed to play on weekdays. So we want to change that narrative and make sports a part of corporate activity. So we'll be able to run more tournaments more often. I can see somebody cheering that. I hope you all cheer that. And yeah, that's the way forward. Now this afternoon, what we're doing here is we're going to introduce the teams to each other. We will begin with an introduction from our CEO, Mr. Seetharaman Shankar, who's been very actively promoting this. He's been very keen. He's tied this to my KRA, so my increment depends upon how well all of you do. So please do well. And post that, we will introduce you to the associate sponsor and title sponsor who have made this tournament happen. And we've got a very special guest here whom I'm going to introduce all of you to. That's a surprise, just wait for a little while. And then we'll unveil the trophy and we'll introduce you to the teams. All the captains, representatives of the teams, please come up and then you can introduce the teams. And we have a nice lunch with beer. How can we play football without beer? I can't imagine that, so we'll do that. And yes, I can see another hand going up. Great, great. And the rolling trophy is what we will be presenting you. You can keep that, party with that, pour champagne into it, drink champagne out of it. We made sure that it's food friendly, and then return it back to us. We will give you a trophy which you can showcase in the organization. The tournament starts, the matches start from coming Saturday. We will be having it in 2 arenas in the preliminary meet we had discussed, one in Koramangala and one in Hennur. We'll send you a detailed schedule. And we will also make a draw now. And in that draw, we will form the 2 pools. So the teams will be spread across 2 pools. So we begin with an address from our CEO, Mr. Seetharaman Shankar.
Thank you very much, Manu. Can you hear me at the back? Can you hear me in front? Okay, and welcome to all of you. First of all, very quick apology for being slightly late. I think you'll forgive me if I'll tell you that it's a football-related reason. I was on the SAI campus in Nyan Bharati watching my son play in the KSFA thing. So I couldn't refuse that. I left as quickly as I could and I took a metro. So I'm glad I'm here. It's something which we've been looking forward to for a very long time. In fact, Manu has been working on this for a few months now. For various reasons, it has taken a while. We have 10 teams, and I think next year we'll be targeting about 40. This is going to be a big thing for us, and it's a big thing hopefully for you as well. So why football, why DH? Well, I haven't played much football, as you may have realized by now. I used to play a little bit of cricket before my knees gave way, but watching my son and watching the ethos of this game, I understand what a fantastic sport it is, how much it builds character and how much it builds team spirit, and how it brings everything together, that all for one and one for all, where you cannot win a game unless everyone pulls their weight. So I'm a great fan of the game. Post facto, I was a little bit late in my life to be playing it, but I get pleasure vicariously by watching my son, and I'm sure by watching all of you. So it also happens to be the year of the World Cup, and it happens to be our 75th year as Deccan Herald. So we thought the best way to celebrate this would be with a festival of football, and therefore Manu very kindly took on the mantle of organizing this. So I wish you all the very best. It's going to be a fantastic time. I can promise you excellent, we'll have good coverage on Deccan Herald, so the world will see what you're doing. We will have good coverage on video, so we will be all over the place, and all you need to do is to show up and play football. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Shankar, for that lovely, inspiring talk. Now, before we introduce the sponsors, I'll introduce you to a very special guest who has joined us, a very distinguished guest. She is Chitra Gangadharan. Most of you would have heard of her. Chitra has captained India's women's football team. And she's doing a whole lot of things, including promoting women's football, women's empowerment. She's a very distinguished person. And incidentally, she has also played cricket for South Zone. And Chitra is right now running her own academy where she coaches the people, and she is also the only lady coach who also coaches men in football. She is, in case any of you plan to train with her, there's a statutory warning. She's a slave driver. She's going to make you lose fat. She's going to make you run and run hard. But it'll be well worth it. Chitra, tell us what it takes to be a great footballer. Tell us how you're planning to bring in more women into football and take India perhaps one day into the World Cup.
Hi guys. First thing, I'm very, very happy to see all of you here to play this beautiful game. And you know, working inside the office, sitting in front of the computer for a very, very long time, I know sometimes you'll have a lot of project to finish, and sometimes I know you feel very bored, which you cannot tell to your officers. But still you'll have to do it because it's your livelihood. And taking this sport and playing on the ground, it's totally different. And you happen to enjoy a lot when you're on the ground. And you happen to learn a lot of life skill also. You have to take winning, losing as the same. And you will be injured sometimes. And you can see your teammate coming and telling good words or bad words to you. So you will enjoy and experience everything, whatever we go on in day-to-day life. So as far as women football is concerned, how I'm going to take forward, it's a request from my side to all of you. And if each one could get at least sponsored 2 to 3 girls, then women football will come up. Because the reason is we have got n number of girls who are very talented but who cannot afford to buy even a boot or even a jersey for themselves. So if we all are together, then we can see that everybody moves together. Because as far as our All India Football Federation is concerned, we always believe moving together forward. So going alone doesn't make any sense anytime. So all of us together can do a lot more things for rest of us. Because growing by ourselves, it's a great thing, but see that you hold somebody else's hand and see that they also grow together, and you enjoy more than that. What you enjoy more when you are growing, you enjoy more, but you enjoy more when you see somebody else grow because of you. That's what I feel, and thank you so much, Manu, because he has been working a lot to bring this beautiful game. He was very much interested from past 2 months. He is at the back of me only. So he was looking for more corporate teams to come forward to play. And I can see some of the known faces here who are coming, who have come all the way to play the game. And I know, and I'm pretty sure that you will enjoy all your time playing this beautiful game. And thanks once again for choosing this sport. Thanks a lot.
Thank you so much, Chitra, for gracing this occasion. And I'm sure that one day you will power India's football team into the World Cup. Nobody thought that in 1983 we would win the Cricket World Cup. Nobody thinks now that someday we will win the Football World Cup. And I'm sure one day we will, and we will celebrate it in Buffalo Wild Wings. Before I introduce you to the sponsors, I must introduce you to one person who has made all this possible. You would have spoken to her, Prerna. Please come up. Please come up. Prerna is the one who has driven this whole thing single-handedly. Most of you would have spoken to her on the phone. This is Prerna. Thank you so much, Prerna, for all your efforts. In alphabetical orders, let me introduce you to our sponsors, all the associate sponsors. First, we have Appa. It's inspired by Ayurveda. Here's nature's gift packaged in a range of flavors. It's a water product. Take a sip of this water anytime and you'll go Appa. That's what Appa means actually. We have Aditya from Appa. Aditya. So anybody gets thirsty, it's your responsibility on the football field. Would you like to say a few things to the...
I thank the team of Deccan Herald for first choosing me to be a hydration pro partner. I met Prerna on LinkedIn. That's how the outreach is, where Deccan Herald is always on the reach out for budding young entrepreneurs. I come from a farm. Apa also means water in Sanskrit. Mine is a unique farm where we have artesian spring water. So it is one of the exclusive farms in India to have artesian water from a mountain cave. And I worked in the water field where I have developed infused water with traditional spices and herbs called as Apa Avatar. And using blockchain, I'm building a tokenized value of my farm to reach out with Apa Antarjal. Thank you once again, and all the best to all the teams, and sweat it out there and drink my water and say Apa.
I was watching a terrific movie the other day. It's called Transporter. Maybe all of you may have seen that. It's an old movie. And Jason Statham says, a man's really only as good as his car. Now, I got inspired by that. We've got AKB Motors who dolls up your car. It's a place your car will love to go. All that you need to keep your car looking brand new for years to come. AKB Motors, body coat. We have Rohit Murthy. Rohit? I think Rohit isn't okay. Move on. Then, of course, the ideal hangout, if you are a sports lover, beer, delicious tongue ticklers, and a World Cup game with your buddies. What more can you ask for? Buffalo Wild Wings, our host and associate sponsor for this afternoon. We have Madan from Buffalo Wild Wings. Madan, lovely afternoon you've put together. Tell us about how people can freak out here.
First and foremost, we are grateful for the team, Deccan Herald, choosing our brand. Okay, we are the #1 US brand for the sports bar, and we are here newly at India. We're just 5 years. Okay, we are getting stronger and stronger day by day. Okay, with your support, seeing such a lot of people under one roof without a sports event. This is the first time in our. You guys have to give a great honor to y'all. Yeah, thanks for that. We have the exclusive 18 sauces we serve. I'm proud to represent Buffalo Wild Wings on this perspective. We are the only brand in India or across the world. We serve 18 sauces on a chicken wings. So you guys have chosen a brand. You've been a part now. Hope you have a wonderful time, okay, on the match and here. Please choose us for a day when we have a sports event here. You will enjoy it. Okay. Thank you so much, team. Thank you all.
Thank you, Madan. Delectable ice creams you cannot resist. One spoonful and believe me, you will forget all about your dieting. That's what happened to me. That's why you can see I'm a little prosperous, looking a little prosperous at least. Häagen-Dazs, a brand by AKB Foods. Rohit Murthy, again. Okay, they are our associate sponsors. You will get to taste the delectable ice cream soon. Footwear is so important for sports persons. Who wouldn't know it better than you? Then here's shoes designed by world-class experts that get you places both on and off the field. Plato shoes. We have Rahul and Siddharth from Plato. Are they here? Okay. Hi, thank you.
So firstly, we'd like to thank Deccan Herald and the organizers for having us here. It really is a privilege to be over here for us. Plato is a brand that strives to enable the joy of play and sport and togetherness. And so it really is an honor for us to be able to involve ourselves in an event such as this. Just to keep it short, we'd really like to wish the best of luck to all the teams and participants. May the best team win, and most of all, have a good time and have fun.
Thank you so much. A global fast food phenomenon, be it a lunch with friends or a celebration, the menu here is always something to cheer about. Popeyes, We have Mansi from Popeyes. Mansi, tell us about your irresistible menu.
Hello everyone. So Popeyes is a brand comes from US and this year we have launched in first in Bengaluru and it's a savour chicken sandwich. It's a finger licking chicken. So we have started from Bangalore and then we are expanding to Chennai, Hyderabad and we have an expansion plan. So here we are glad for being a sponsor part of Deccan Herald Cup and wishing all the team strong, all the best wishes from my side.
Thank you, Mansi. Apparel for him and her, style is so important these days. Make a mark wherever you go and be the rare one out there. We have Rare Rabbit. We have Karan to talk to us about apparel for both him and her. Karan isn't here. Skincare is so important. Not many of us know that you shouldn't be stepping out without sunscreen on. Skincare products for all your needs. Make sure you put your best foot forward. theskinstore.in. Nobody from Skin Store is here, so I'll move on to the sports school. The best coaching talent in sports to get the best from budding sports persons. It's all about building tomorrow's champs. All champs talk about how important coaching has been. You would know that. So the sports school is doing just that, building tomorrow's talent. We have Srinivas from sports school who will be sharing a few thoughts about building talent. This is a very unique school. Sports is a part of their curriculum. They integrate sports along with formal education. They have state-of-the-art infrastructure. They have cricket fields. They have courts. They have healthy food being served to the students who stay in the hostel with them. Srinivas, tell us about your agenda.
First of all, I would like to congratulate Madhu and his team on what a sportsman is supposed to be known for. They demonstrated in the persistence of being on the idea. I think we met them a year back, if I'm not wrong, with the thought process, and then they circle back after doing everything and say that now we are ready. Okay, that is one hallmark which we all feel proud to be a sportsman. Okay, and what is the sports school, and congratulations to be part of this and all the best. And in the sports school, we exactly do what Madam spoke about, what is sports teaches us. If you look at any education today, it teaches us, okay, how to be successful. It doesn't teach you how to manage failures. And I believe sports teaches us that. And today's kids needs that. Okay, so and every school you have, there are hundreds of schools which talks about how to make your son an engineer or a daughter a doctor, whatever it is. Nobody is there to say that if there is somebody who can become a sportsman, how will I manage them? How will I balance the sports and education? So that's how this concept was started. And it's a unique thing. It's not about few coaches and a school and everybody comes together. Okay, it is run by professional. We have 5 sports today. We have tennis by Rohan Bopanna. We have football by BFC. Okay, we have cricket by Robin Uttappa. We have badminton by Purela Gopichan. You name the guys, they're all there as part of it. And the whole idea is the kid spends about 3 hours in a classroom and 4.5 hours to 5 hours between their fitness, their play area and all those things. You have a world-class infrastructure there, and it's a boarding school, about 30-acre campus on Kanakpura Road. Okay, we want all the sporting loving, and this is the India's first sports school. So, and as Bangaloreans, I request you all to at least visit it once to see what it is and spread the word. Whoever is keen on the sports, the whole idea is to encourage them. And ma'am, okay, we do scholarship. Okay, and we have close to about 40 kids on the scholarship program. And some of these scholarship kids have got contract from BFC. That is the, what we have achieved in the span of 4 years. I again congratulate all of you and the Deccan Herald team and all the best. Thank you.
Thanks so much, Srinivas. I'm sure many champs will come from there in the years to come. We then have a healthy snack for those on the move, a lifesaver when you need a quick bite. It's all nutrition and taste without any chemicals. Yoga bar. We now come to the title sponsor, Nandi Infrastructure Corridor Enterprises, NICE. Who hasn't driven or heard of the NICE road? And soon over one of the stretch of the NICE road, we're going to have the metro rail running. It's world-class connectivity, world-class road, very well planned, and we all know it, we have all experienced it. And NICE, it's literally a nice road, have been the title sponsors of this. Mr. Ashok Kenny, unfortunately, isn't joining us today because he is a little under the weather. He has promised to join us after the finals. We will meet him then. I must tell you that NICE also has a very interesting project. They have a 111 kilometer long economic corridor stretching from Bangalore to Mysore, which will have 5 townships and tech parks, and which will create employment for about 500,000 people. That's a very interesting project which is on the anvil. We have a team from NICE here. Let me introduce you to Mr. Srinivas again, who is representing Nandi Infrastructure Corridor. Srinivas, you'll have to come up again. We have Swaroop, Sushmita, and we have Maithili, who's doing the public relations for them. Please. Swaroop, would you like to share a few thoughts, or Maithili, about what kind of a tournament you have sponsored, and wishing all the teams all the best. We don't have a Deccan Herald team, otherwise you could have wished us a little more.
On behalf of NICE, it's a privilege that I'm addressing on behalf of NICE. Actually, Mr. Ashok Kenny is not well, so he couldn't make it. It's really a privilege that NICE is associated as a title sponsor for the five-a-side corporate tournament, football tournament. I think Mr. Ashok Kenny himself is a sports enthusiast, and he's been supporting various sports, including, he has a team for CCL as well, the Celebrity Cricket League. And this is the first time I think NICE has been associated with the football tournament. But I'm sure going forward, NICE will be really happy to be associated with this sport as well. All the best to all the participating corporate teams on behalf of NICE. Thank you so much.
I would like to add one thing, I don't know, okay, regarding Ashok. The sports school was originally an engineering college of Mr. Ashok Kenny. He converted, there are too many engineering colleges, we need something for a sports enthusiast, and converted it into a sports school. Okay, that is something which is...
Thank you, Srinivas. Thank you so much. Photo call. Thank you all. Makes a lot of difference from those selfies we've been getting used to, or rather we have got used to. Okay, it's now time to meet all the teams. Let me call you guys up one by one in alphabetical order, purely in alphabetical order. Adobe. Somebody from Adobe, please come up. Yeah. Introduce yourself and your team.
Hello everyone. My name is Adarsh and I am captaining Adobe. I want to thank Deccan Herald for having us. This looks like a great tournament, and I'm looking forward to play with all the amazing players who have assembled here. Thank you.
Thank you. And now call on Bosch.
Okay, good afternoon, everybody. I think it's an absolute privilege for Bosch India to be participating in this event. When somebody told me football, buffalo wings, etc., I said I couldn't resist, I had to come running. So let me just quickly introduce myself. I am Rajiv Basu, Senior General Manager, Bosch India for Finance and Accounting. I'm also a very avid sports enthusiast. And for me, this has always been a passion, watching people play, and of course, when it comes to corporate, I feel even in corporate, it is a team game. It's whether it's on or off the field, I think we're all playing a game, right? And for us, I think this excitement in the field is too much, I think no other game gives such kind of excitement, such kind of team spirit. So one team, one spirit kind of, so that what goal, and it's irresistible, yeah. But so I want to, wish all of you a very nice league, and have fun, and let's kick some goals. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you so much. We now have HL Klimov.
Hello everyone. I would like to thank Deccan Herald for inviting us to play against such competing teams. We are a company who are developing autonomous vehicles on roads, and you might have experienced these in XUV 700 and some new cars. So here is my team sitting, and we are here to perform against the best teams amongst you. All the best to you, and thank you, sir.
Thank you so much. IQVIA is up next.
Thank you, sir. Good afternoon, everyone. I think football is one such sport which has following across all countries, right? So I think that's why it's called a beautiful game. And I think all of us who are joined us here, it is definitely embedded in us. So probably we might have gone into more corporate life, working on a livelihood, but that spark still burns in us. And definitely I would like to, we do follow our local and our international clubs, and we see on television how this happens. And thank you for Deccan Herald for actually giving us an opportunity to experience such a thing with us. Okay, and yeah, and my team IQVIA. So thank you.
Thank you so much. Purvankara.
Thank you all. I'm new begin. I'm from Purvankara. Purvankara, we are there here in Bangalore for about 47 years. We're building home and we are selling homes basically. If you look at, we have close to about 2 lakhs people who are living with us, and we have most of the corporate. I head the corporate citizen program. I have all the clients, like I have people from Bosch who are staying with us. You look up Adobe, there are a lot of people staying with us, but we didn't think that we are going to play with them. So thanks for this opportunity from Deccan Herald, where they made it happen, and I believe we will enjoy playing. And after this tournament, we'll also meet up with the other corporates and make sure that all these corporates come together. When you're buying homes, you'll be on an exclusive pricing, which will be given from us. Thank you all. Thanks for.
Thank you so much. We now have Swiss Ray.
Hi everyone. I guess we will be mostly meeting soon on the field, but before that, I wanted to thank Deccan Herald and Prerna in particular for all the coordination and all of that. Secondly, I wanted to say that we are really excited to play this event. Looks like it's a special one. We look forward for it. And something about our organization, maybe I won't say much about the kind of business that we do. We are into reinsurance, but it's more about one of the areas that we focus on, that I also feel as an employee here, is the mental well-being, which is totally connected to the sport. Yeah? So that's another reason why we wanted to be here and take part in this one. And last but not the least, I was kind of surprised to see Chitra ma'am here. I'm one of the guys who has been sitting in the stadium, in the opposite Garuda Mall, and I have seen her, how she kind of looks coaches after the team. I have a few friends that have played under her, and it's a great honor to be here, and my team sitting right there. It's not going to be easy, guys, but all the best to everybody, and thank you.
Thank you. We have Tawant up next.
Hello everyone, very good afternoon to everybody. So I'm Sudhir, I represent Tawan Technologies India Private Limited. So very happy to be part of this event and the tournament. And thanks to DH team for creating this opportunity and inviting us. And it's a very pleasure to meet a sports achiever like Chitra. Very happy to be part of this event. Thank you.
Thank you. We have Titan next.
Very good afternoon to all. So I'm from Titan and my teammates here. So I love playing football. Not only me, I know most of the kids, they love to play football in the fields. So it is a good start for the corporates to be part of this wonderful tournament. And I welcome everyone for this wonderful journey to make a good family as a football, and may the good team win. Thanks.
And finally, Vicen.
Hello everyone, I'm Rohit. I represent Vision. I'm the Vice President there for technology. First of all, thanks a lot for Prerna and team for this great initiative that they have taken. And when we met last time, I was even more excited that this is going to be a much more bigger show in the years to come. And that is indeed a great initiative. And of course, we are the first ones. All the teams here are the first one to inaugurate this particular cup. Right. About Vision, I have the team there. They're a bunch of kiddos. All are 2000 born, so be careful with the energy that they've got. We call ourselves a big startup. We are a family of 4,500 employees spread across the globe, and name the technology and we got it. So very excited to meet all of you. We'll get together. Let this event be a grand one. Thank you. Thanks, DH.
Thank you. We have Epsilon.
My name is Jason Ivan from Epsilon. I'm very happy that we're having this corporate tournament after so long. I think before the pandemic, we had a lot of corporate tournaments, but once when the pandemic hit, we were on. So I would like to thank Deccan Herald and also the sponsors for giving us this opportunity, and wishing everyone all the best for the tournament. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Now, before we unveil the trophy, there's just something, this almost came as an afterthought. Yesterday or day before yesterday, there was another very unfortunate incident. We've been hearing of so many very young, fit people collapsing and passing away. Yesterday, another actor passed away in the gym in Mumbai. You would have known about it, Siddharth. Now, this is something which is a cause of concern, and all of us, at least all of you guys, are into fitness. I'm trying to pretend to be into fitness, but I'm sure that everybody works out in a gym. Now, we've got somebody here. His name is Gul Mohammad Akbar. He is a third Dan Taekwondo. In fact, he did a lot of work to popularize Taekwondo in Bangalore. He's also a marathoner, a fitness expert, and a writer who's campaigning for safety and fitness. He advises people on safety in gyms and to make sure that this doesn't happen. He's right here with us. I thought, let's hear a few words from him on how you stay safe. This should never happen. Somebody who's fit, who looks flat abs, who looks good. We all remember what happened to Puneet Rajkumar. It's a very unfortunate thing to happen. I know of a couple of people, good friends of mine whom I have lost this way. So Gul, please just share a few thoughts about how you ensure you don't get injured and definitely you don't suffer a cardiac arrest, how you don't overwork out.
Hi, good afternoon. Nice to be here with all the football players. My uncle represented India in the 1948 Olympics, dribbled through 4 English defenders and shot a goal. And that's for my uncle who's there. His name is Ahmad Khan. And he was the footballer of the century for the year 2000. And the day after he scored that goal, there was a cartoon with him as a snake charmer and, dribbling around the 4 English defenders. And he was the first Indian player who was offered an opportunity by the Premier League there to represent India. And then he refused because he wanted to play for India. He didn't want to go. He played in Calcutta later. Okay, greetings to all of you all. Best of luck. Okay, and a few things about safety. I see the number one reason for people, buckling down is stress. There's no dispute on that. You take stress in the workplace, or you take stress at home, or in a relationship. That's the most damaging thing that can ever happen to you. Okay. Another thing which I would strongly recommend, being a runner. By the way, I'm the race director for Bangalore Midnight Marathon, and the 10th of December we have the Midnight Marathon. This is something which I say to all my talks in the different corporates. See, when you are running at a good speed, your heart is pumping blood at the pace at which, when it's on the ground, the blood can go up to between the third and fourth floor of a building. That's how much the heart, pumps blood. And we're running like that, and you suddenly stop, okay? The heart is still pumping blood, and there is, a traffic jam inside the blood vessels. There's a traffic jam inside your system. So I have seen people in the gym, okay? They will be running at a good clip, and they suddenly stop because they're out of wind, they're out of breath. This causes a scar on the heart, and these scars build up, and one fine day, you're gone. So whenever you're doing cardio, okay, everything has to go up like a bell curve. Your heart goes up, the heart rate goes up and comes down like a bell curve. So even when you see Usain Bolt running and he finishes his 100 meters or 200 meters, you will notice that he does not stop. He goes for a spin, comes down, and then he does, all the antics that he is famous for. So please watch your heart rate. Don't take it up suddenly and stop. Okay? Too short a time for me to go into details, but these are the basics. The other thing is, fitness is not about killing yourself. Take things gradually. Okay? And a very important reason is, let us say I'm working out for a week, and suddenly for 3-4 days or for a while I'm not working out. I come back and try to make up for all that good thing by working hard the first day. This is no. Settle in gradually. Okay? So these are the basics. And thank you, Mr. B.S. Manu Rao, my classmate from 4th standard. Okay, and Deccan Herald was the first newspaper that we knew in Bangalore, apart from Hindu, but everybody's popular paper was Deccan Herald. And thank you, Deccan Herald, for inviting me across. And all the best for you guys. Stay safe. And one more point that has just come into my mind, because this is not a prepared speech. Post-COVID, okay, post-COVID, some of us would have got COVID and we wouldn't have even known about it. It was just come as a fever and gone. And where does it hit you? It hits the lungs. Okay, and the lungs power the heart. So that is why you're having a lot of, heart failures and heart attacks, because of the vaccine. The side effects of the vaccine, which still continues worldwide. A lot of sudden deaths, not only in India, US, Canada, you name the country. Okay, it's all there. So the advice is, yoga breathing, okay, train on your cardio, walk, run, swim, okay. Be careful when you're doing any high intensity workout without the regular training schedule. Don't go into high intensity training. All the best, play safe, take care. I'll see you guys on the field. Bye.
Thank you so much, Gul. I'd like to call back Shankar. We'll unveil the trophy now, and we'll also unveil the jerseys and then draw the teams.
Excellent. Thank you all very much. All the best. Thank you.
Yeah, finally, before we start a sumptuous lunch, we have one last thing to do, that is to create the pools. So I'll request, we have chits of all the team names, which we will put it into this lovely rolling trophy, and I'll request the captains or representatives of each of the teams to come up one by one. I'll call out the names, and we'll form the pools. First, someone from Adobe, please. From Adobe? Yeah, please. Pick a chit. One. Thank you. I always used to try taking two, but I used to get caught also like. This is Titan. Okay, Titan goes into group A. Bosch, somebody from Bosch. Your luckiest man. Yeah, please announce it.
Bosch.
I told you we wanted a lucky guy from Bosch. Okay, that goes into group B. Now someone from Epsilon, please. Would you like to announce it?
Epsilon.
He's as lucky. That's into group A. Yeah. HL, please move. Let's see if he's lucky enough to pick his own team too.
IQIA.
That goes into group B, and we'll call upon IQIA. Purvankara. That goes into group A. Purvankara next. There seems to be some kind of a trend going here. No, they pick their own teams first and then pass the favor on to the next. New begin, yeah. Announce the team.
HL Clemo.
He did it. We'll now call Swiss Ray.
Tavant.
And somebody from Taman now.
Visin.
Visin. Someone from Titan, please. Swiss Ray, and then finally Visin. So you have only one chit. Not much of a choice, but still. Adobe, and that's the first name. It seems to have gone in some kind of a trend here. Prerna, would you like to read out, please, the teams from Group A and Group B?
So Group A, we have Titan, Epsilon, Purvankara, Tawan, and Swissry. Group B, we have Bosch, IQVIA, HL Climo, Wissen, and Adobe.
So that is a draw. And I think we will send you by email the venues and the fixtures and the teams playing. All the very best to all of you, and do have a sumptuous lunch.